So one of the posts that I made like 10 years ago that got me the most clients ever was the annoyingly satisfied husband and the wife who wants more. So this is a really common pairing that I see in couples counseling. The woman is usually in her 40s. The kids are a little bit older than babies, so they're in school. And she's realized that she wants, more out of life. And the husband does not want to grow or evolve with her in the same directions that she wishes that he did. And so she's reading books on parenting or on self-development. She's in therapy. She works out. He seems to mostly, from her perspective, work and like watch TV and or go on his phone now. And so she feels that she wants a deeper connection where they talk about more real things, where things are more interesting. It's not just small talk. And he just says everything's fine. And if this couple doesn't really get into therapy and or address her increasing feeling of being stultified and stifled in the relationship, then they are at risk of divorce. And she may still think that he's like a nice guy. Sometimes she doesn't really anymore. Sometimes she just kind of thinks that maybe he just is kind of does what he wants and really doesn't think much. So she used to think that maybe he was like this kind, well-intentioned guy, and now maybe he's not a bad guy and he's like a good dad, but she no longer feels that maybe he ever really understood her and certainly doesn't seem to understand her right now. Usually the guy in this situation is the avoidant one and the woman is the preoccupied one. And so for the whole relationship, especially when she was younger, she was trying to kind of get him to be more open, more emotional, etc. And he was always he's like, I'm fine, everything's fine. Like, I don't talk much about feelings. That's just how I am. And then she has little kids, and so she pours herself into that. But then as the kids get a little older and she has more time, she feels like maybe we don't really even have an emotional connection. Maybe we really never did. And so therapy can really help. The guy can often learn to access some more of his feelings, which is, helpful in making her feel less lonely in the marriage. And also she can look at the origin of why she picked him, kind of the whole no free lunch idea about the good qualities such as stable and, good dad and stuff aren't always in the same guy as exciting and intellectual, etc. But also like she probably, has a lot of resentment from all those years that she was trying to pull more emotionality out of him. And he, may not really be living up to his full potential in the emotional sphere because he wasn't raised to ever talk about feelings. So when this couple has deeper conversations and tries to understand one another better in the context of therapy, often they really can grow back together. Sometimes they can, but often they can. So that is the summary of the post that got me the most clients, which is the annoyingly satisfied husband and the wife who wants more.